Okay, hello and good morning. Guess what? We're in week 3-2, and if you didn't turn in your homework, you still have tonight and tomorrow. Boo! Now let's take a look. What's the formula for probability? Probability is favorable over the total. There's your formula. Okay, so look here. This is called a Venn diagram. Now, look at where they all three overlap. So this number here is in common to the apple, the cherry, and the peach. This number here is only in common to the apple and the peach. And this number is only in common to the apple. Now you might say, well, what is the total here? Well, I would add them up like this. 5, and then 3 plus 2, that makes 10. And then I would get rid of that. So I would say 10, and then 6 and 4 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. I would say the total is 21. Make sure you don't count twice. So what's the probability of all three? Well, it's 2 out of 21. And then you would divide as a decimal, and then move your decimal over 2 places. What's the probability of an apple and a peach? That would be 3, apple and peach. So it would be 3 out of 21. That's how you read the Venn diagram. Okay, today you have the worksheet. The first page is a little small because your teacher tried to get more information on here. It is readable. If you need glasses, let me know. If you need a bigger copy, come see me and I'll try to print you one up. The back side, however, is bigger, so maybe you might want to do that one first. And there it is. And that's what we're doing. The periods 1 through 6. Let's take a look at my next class, which is 7th period. So if you're not in 7th period, you don't need to watch this. We're going to say week 3-2. Again, homework is due. And guess what? You know what today is. I squared is equal to a -1. You just need to memorize that. Put a star by that. This one right here, the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of a negative is I. And there it is. And those are imaginary numbers. We're going to turn our attention, open up your book to page 121. Remember, I want you to leave your book under your desk. If you're not willing to do that, then take it back and forth from home to class, class to home, whatever you like. This right here, they want you to solve this one, so copy this one down. What I would do is divide by x squared, because we can get rid of that. And when you do, you're going to get 3x squared, because 2 of these is going to come out of that 4. And then this cancels, so you get 48. You can also divide by 3, because I know 3 goes into 48, because 4 plus 8 is 12. 4 plus 8 is 12, and 12 divided by 3. So that does work. So that's going to be x squared is equal to 1. I think it's 16, and then you're going to take the square root. So it's going to be plus 16 or plus 4 and minus 4. It is the square root of 16. And there it is. Plus 4 and minus 4. And that's the way I will do it. I would do it. The book does it a little differently. You can look at that. This one right here, copy that one down. This one has 4 terms, so the first thing you should think of is group factoring. I would factor out an x squared here. So I'm left with x minus 3. This one I would factor out a 3, so I'm left with x minus 3. These are in common, so I would take out the x minus 3. And when you do, you're left with x squared plus 3 is equal to 0. Once you do that, you can set each factor equal to 0. So x minus 3 equals 0. And x squared minus 3 equals 0. This one, you're going to move that over and get x equals 3. That's one answer. This one right here, you're going to move the 3 over, and that's going to become a positive, so it's going to be a plus or minus the square root of 3. And there we go. We have 3 answers here. Okay? There it is. And that's pretty much it. See how it's cubed? There's 3 answers. All right, let's take a look at this one right here before I give you your work. Put a star by this one, and you should be on page 121 right here. I'm going to look at this one in the book. What you're going to do is you're going to bring this down by substituting. You're going to say u is equal to x squared. So you're going to substitute a u in place of that. So you're going to get x squared, scratch that, you're going to get u squared minus 3u plus 2 is equal to 0. Just like that. Okay? And once you get that, I think you can factor this one. So this one is going to be u, a 1, a u, and a 2, a negative, and a negative. Okay? Then you're going to set each one of these equal to 0. Check your outer, check your inner. Okay, it does equal negative 3u. So you're going to say u minus 1 is equal to 0, and u minus 2 is equal to 0. Now, I don't mean u, I mean the letter u. And then you're going to substitute back here. You said u is equal to x squared, so you're going to say x squared minus 1 equals 0, and x squared minus 2 is equal to 0. You're going to move that over. X squared is equal to 1. And so now you're going to get x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 1. So that's going to be 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. This one right here, you're going to move the 2 over, so it's going to be x equals a plus or minus the square root of 2. And these give you two more answers, for a quantity of 4 roots. There it is. Today's work is right here, 1 through 16. If you get stuck, go back to the examples. The ones with definitions, you need to look those up. The answers for the odd ones are in the back of the book. I'm pretty sure it's the odd. In any event, have a good morning, and I'll see you in class. Happy Monday.